but about a big viral social media trend over the weekend that you were dead. You see that?
No.
You see that?
No.
People didn't see you for a couple days. 1.3 million user engagements as of Saturday morning about your demise.
Really?
You didn't see that?
You know, I have heard, it's sort of crazy, but last week I did numerous news conferences, all successful. Biden wouldn't do them for months. You wouldn't see him. And nobody ever said there was ever anything wrong with him, and we know he wasn't in the greatest of shape. I didn't hear that one. That's pretty serious stuff.
I'm glad it's...
Well, it's fake news. You know, it's just so, it's so fake. That's why the media has so little credibility. Is he okay? How's he feeling? What's wrong? I said, I just left. And it's also sort of a longer weekend, you know, it's Labor Day weekend. So I would say a lot of people know I was very active this Labor Day. I had heard that, but I didn't hear it to that extent. Go ahead, Peter.
It won't affect everybody.
That's serious. Rated 10.
There is a video that is circulating online now of the White House where a window is open to the residents upstairs and somebody is throwing a big bag out the window. Have you seen this?
No, that's probably AI generated.
So,
Actually, you can't open the windows. You know why? They're all heavily armored and bulletproof.
So that's a fake video?
Well, it's got to be because I know every window up there. The last place I'd be doing it is that because there's cameras all over the place, right? Including yours. In fact, my wife was complaining about it the other day. She said, love to have a little fresh air come in, but you can't. They're bulletproof. Where was the window? Let me see.
Okay, go.
Which is the window?
It looks like this is on the 15th Street side, I think.
Yeah.
So right here.
Yeah, those windows are sealed. Those windows are they're all sealed. You can't open them. As I was growing up, from the time I was a baby till now, I said, who did that? It was AI generated. So it's a little bit scary.
China's having a massive military parade that President Putin and Kim Jong-un will be attending. Do you interpret that as a challenge to this? And are you concerned at all about those countries trying to be some sort of counterweight?
Not at all. China needs us, and I have a very good relationship with President Xi, as you know, but China needs us much more than we need them. No, I don't see that at all, no. And I had actually a very good meeting with President Putin a couple of weeks ago. We'll see if anything comes out of it. If it doesn't, we'll take a different stance.
Are you concerned at all about those countries?
No. We signed a deal with Japan. They're paying us hundreds of billions of dollars. We signed a deal with South Korea. We signed a deal with the European Union. And they're happy about it. They're okay. As one of them said, it's amazing that we got away with it so long. One of my friends, a leader of one of the countries, and they're fine with it. They all signed. If that ruling ever went against us, I guess we'd have to give back hundreds of billions. They have no legal basis whatsoever, but on a common sense basis, it would destroy America. A lot of the people behind that lawsuit, that particular, are from foreign countries. If they make the wrong decision, it would be a devastation for our country. All these countries signed agreements, as an example. They signed, they're all happy, everybody's happy. But some whack job put in a lawsuit. It went before a very liberal court. We had a liberal court, gave us a very shocking ruling. If you took away tariffs, we could end up being a third world country. That's how big the ruling. So we're asking for an expedited ruling. In my first term, I created a thing called Space Force, so important. You know, we were losing the race in space very badly to China and to Russia, and now we're far and away #1 in space. The problem I have with Colorado, one of the big problems, they do mail-in voting. They went to all mail-in voting, so they have automatically crooked elections, and we can't have that. When a state is for mail-in voting, that means they want dishonest elections, because that's what that means. So that played a big factor also. Anytime you have mail-in voting, you have corrupt elections. Very simple. Radical left governor decided that he was going to have all mail-in voting in Colorado. Once you have all mail-in voting, and for whatever reason, the Democrats cheat. And they cheat like, you know, they're not stupid. That's the only thing. They're no good on policy. They're no good in management, they're no good at government, but they're great at cheating. And they stick together, too. I give them credit for sticking together. Forever to be known from this point forward as Rocket City. Oh, we love Alabama. I only won it by about 47 points. I don't think that influenced my decision, though, right? That didn't, right?
Are you concerned at all about those countries?
No.